People always ask me what is Eastern wisdom. You'll be surprised that majority of the people do not know how old, how pragmatic, practical Eastern wisdom is. Normally, when we say Eastern wisdom, it is all about mindfulness or meditation practices. But you'll be surprised to know that Eastern wisdom is 10,000 years old. We have 3,000 masters. They continued that tradition of the Eastern wisdom. We have more than 3,000 texts and their commentaries, which goes into 10,000 texts, which were written more than 3,000 to 5,000 years ago. Last year, I got a manuscript which was almost 2,000 years old. So, Eastern wisdom, we can say that it has twofold goals. First goal is to bring an end to the suffering in human life. When we talk of the suffering, it means all my anxiety, duality, conflict, relationship challenges, professional challenges, family challenges, they come to an end. Hold on, I'll explain it. Why and how. And the second goal is to awaken to the real self of the nature of permanent peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. Now, what about the modern science? We have psychological illnesses, and it is founded on the psychological principles. The Eastern wisdom is founded on in depth, very deep psychological principles. For example, we talk the mind is one, but it has four functions: mind, memory, intellect, ego. That creates a personality, but behind that personality, there is an existence. That existence is what we call the real self. You see the modern psychology, the way I'm communicating to you, the real self. Oh, then what about the false self? Yes, there is a false I. We identify with the body, with the mind, with our position, with our status, and ultimately we create a false I. We start living with the false I. But what is the problem living with the false I? I'm a billionaire because no dollar lying in your bank claim you are a billionaire. No dollar, not a single note tells you that you are a billionaire. You associate yourself with a dollar and create a false identity, and then you say, I am rich. But what is the problem? There is no problem, but there is a big problem. That association creates an attachment. An attachment creates a delusion. What is that delusion? That whatever lying in the bank will give you peace, love, truth, and wisdom. Pick up any bucks of a note, maybe $5 or 10 or $100 note, and ask the note that do you contain the property of happiness? No, I don't contain the property of happiness. But I force my mind to get associated, to get identified. I'm a rich, I'm a billionaire, so I am in peace and happiness. This is the delusion, and that creates the false I. This is only one example. There are more than 50 different associations we have. You are my husband, so you should do like this. But husband is our outer cover. Can you show the husband in a man? Can you show the wife in a girl? We superimpose. When we superimpose, we create a false identity, and it becomes the problem in our daily life. Going back to the Eastern wisdom helps us peel the layers of false identification one after the other until we reach to the highest state. That now, but how do you know that? Oh, can you give me one understanding that what is false I and how to separate from it the real I? Simple. That is the beauty of the Eastern wisdom. What the Eastern wisdom says, whatever is changing, whatever is temporary, whatever is changing is temporary. Whatever is temporary is consistently changing their name and the form and the attribute. Our mind claims what is changing as unchanging. Do we have anything that is unchanging? That is why the Eastern wisdom is known as self-discovery. Have you gone to any teacher of the Eastern wisdom who says you empty the mind, emptiness, mindfulness? Why you empty the mind? You are basically emptying consciously what you are emptying consciously, whatever is changing. Your thought, feeling, emotions, relations, association, etc., etc., body. Whatever is changing, if you separate it, whatever is left is unchanging. When we discover that unchanging, you can say it is real self, you can say it is a pure consciousness, you can say it is the innermost self. But again, one more surprise comes when our conscious mind comes in contact with that real self. What happens? You experience permanent happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. That is why we practice meditation. Just to go for simple relaxation and a simple peace. Yeah, that is the beginning. It's okay. But the ultimate goal is to find the real nature and enter into that state of permanent peace, happy. But what is going to happen? First thing, you get a clarity, 100% clarity about who you are. When you know who you are, 100%, what is going to happen in your personal life? Your thought, speech, and action will transform your personal life. You will not put your hands in those affairs which will make your hands dirty. Means anxiety, reaction, duality, and a conflict. Means that a real self guides and expresses through the thought, speech, and action in your professional life for excellence. You get leadership quality, you gain inherent skills which were dumped by the false eye. So I always say that, twofold goal, bring an end to the suffering is one. Then you get a clarity about who you are. Now, when you get a clarity who you start living your personal life, personal excellence. Start living your professional life, professional excellence. You live your life in social excellence, family excellence. You build a relationship that is everlasting. You continue to enjoy that peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. And what about the journey? Can it happen in a minute? Yes, it can happen in a minute if you sow the seed in a land and let it become the tree overnight. Yes, then it is possible. Seed doesn't become a tree overnight. We have millions of false identities. We have to get rid of it. So, is there any systematic, organized discipline? Answer is yes. Why I referred you that there are 3,000 texts, and every text has many commentaries to clarify those concepts and principles and their application. I can simply, in one phase, I can say creating a sacred space practically, pragmatically by certain mantras. Then you clarify your four connections. You clarify that what is the goal in life. I'm just, giving some idea. Oh, so it also helps you into your career coaching? Answer is yes. And then how to follow the steps with clarity, with knowledge, dropping the false identification. So we have four-step practices. After that, how to perform the action. What should be the attitude and behavior behind the action? Not only that, once you start doing that, then there are many means to have an emotional resilience and emotional quotient. You go on increasing your level of emotional quotient. Then what? Then you listen to these beautiful principles, you follow it, and you continue to excel in your life. That is the beauty of Eastern wisdom. More in the next session.